Look at that view. In every direction. God, I love this PC. Salutations and welcome to a new episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. I know it's been a while since I've been on this world, but I have some big plans for it. I'm up here at the peak. There's my manor. It is still very far from being finished. I've been working on coming up with what I want to be in each room. I'm only about halfway through that process, but I'm going to be building a center tower in the middle. I'm going to be building it about that big. But basically, all of the rooms that I'm going to be building are in this book here. For the center tower, here's the top, middle, lower, and cathedral floor. And if you guys don't know what the cathedral is this down here. Hello? Yeah, I'm digging this out. There's so many mobs down here. I'm building a beacon down there right now so that I can get some haste to dig out, because I have a lot of blocks to dig out for these future projects. But I have to kill the wither first, and I think I might be doing that this episode, if I'm being honest. But yeah, this, I still have to go a few more blocks that way, and then obviously, you know, from bottom to top. This still isn't as deep as I want it to be. I want it to be on Y50, and it's Y56. So I still have quite a bit to dig out for this place even, and then I gotta start building it. It's gonna be all blackstone and red mosaic glass architecture. I'm super excited to get started on this. And we're gonna have so many rooms going off in different directions. I'm gonna be going over each project that I'm gonna be building and where they're gonna kind of be at in the near future. If this bores you, you can just skip ahead a few minutes and I'll be doing something else. But the center tower, that's obviously gonna be going right about here, where the beacon's at. Very top room is going to be the dream room. I'll explain that later. The middle floor is going to be the music labs, where I collect all my music discs, put them on the wall. It's in the middle so that the music can reach every area of my house. The lower floor is going to be an illusionary portal leading to the cathedral. So that illusionary portal is basically going to lead right over here. I'm going to have a room dug out on this wall here. There's going to be a big brown and black wrought iron door. And basically, you'll just come through there. It's going to lead right in through here. I'm going to have a long walkway. I'm going to have benches on either side. It's going to lead all the way down to the grand sanctuary. Up at the very front over here, I'm going to be having an altar. And it's just going to be a giant sanctuary, cathedral sanctuary. But I'm going to have hallways going off on all the different sides. Underneath the towers is going to be different rooms. So starting with the north tower, which is over that direction, that one's already kind of finished for the most part. But the top floor is going to be my second workshop. Middle floor is my current workshop. The lower floor is where my storage room is at. And then right below that, I'm going to have my ore vault. And that's going to be absolutely massive. And then northeast, which is going to be that one over there. I haven't planned every single room yet, but the lower floor is going to be the stables and workshop area for that, where I'll have horses and mounts and things like that. Then underneath that is going to be the cartography center. I'm going to have a massive map room. I know I have the journey map. It shows me every biome, and it's really nice for like adventuring and figuring out where I'm at. And then the east tower, dining room is going to be in the middle. I'm going to make a really nice dining room. The lower floor is going to be like a bar and kitchen. I'm super excited for that build. And then underneath is going to be the foyer for the cathedral, which is where the door will be. And then over here is going to be the southeast tower. Southeast tower is going to, so far we have the crop storage in the lower level. And then on the cathedral level down here, I'm going to grow like dark crops like my ender pearls and things from the new biome, the deep dark. I have not explored that yet, and I'm also really excited to do that as well. And then underneath the south tower, so let's see, the very top floor, I'm going to be building a very massive mosaic glass window. It's going to be a circle. And then the middle is going to be a decorative hub just for passing through. Lower is going to be the entrance foyer. This is very low utility. It's really just for decoration, and it's the entrance to the main, to like my entire property pretty much. The cathedral floor down here is going to be my Dracula bedroom. It's going to be my main bedroom. And then over here in the southwest tower, the very top, I'm going to make the middle and top room combined. It's going to be a giant pet room where I'm going to keep all of my pets and have little areas for them to rest up and stuff. Again, kind of just decorative, but also a little bit of utility in there. The painting studio is going to go on the lower floor. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have paint everywhere. And then on the cathedral level down here, I'm going to dig out another massive area. Not super big, but it's going to be my art gallery. I'm going to display paintings that I paint and collect throughout the game, and it's going to be really cool. The last two towers are the west tower and the northwest tower. For the west tower, my plan has changed several times, but this is my plan so far. I'm gonna put the potion lab on the very top floor. The arrow lab will go on the lower floor, and then down here behind the altar, I'm gonna have another area dug out where it's gonna be my armory, and it's also going to be really cool. And the last tower being the northwest, the lower level is the enchantment well, which you guys saw that last episode. I've made some small changes to it, and I'm not really quite done with it yet, but it's going to be really cool. Below that, down here on this level, is going to be the ore smelting lab, because I plan on having my main mining operation and my main caving throughout all of these caves, this like backwards 9 shape here. But I'm going to have all of my ore. I'm going to be sending it straight to the ore smelting lab right under the very bottom of this tower here. I'm going to be smelting it and then putting it right into the ore vault. And then on the very top floor is going to be my space study. It's going to be at the very, very top of this tower, and it's going to have a giant telescope coming out, and I'm going to have like just lore, basically, where I'm just studying space, trying to figure out the lore behind this world. I'm going to be adding a lot of lore into this Let's Play soon, and I'm really excited for it. And yeah, you're probably going to hear me say I'm really excited about a lot of things, but I really am excited. I have a lot of plans for this future of this this manor in my cathedral, and that's just the beginning. I'm gonna dig out all of this here, and about half of this here. I'm gonna kind of leave like a little diagonal shape and build like a pathway leading through the trees. Build like a little bridge across the river and around to like around here. I'm gonna have docks, a little fishing community with some fishing villagers down here, and docks for boats to take out. So I have a lot of land to explore. And I know I wanted this to be the front originally, and it was, but this is going to be my farming operation. And then this will be for like animals and the stables and stuff. I might move them back here a little bit just so they're further away from the house. But then I also want to dig out like a tunnel. I'm not going to terraform the mountain, but I'm going to dig out a tunnel up through here and make a custom village up here where I'll put the majority of my trading villagers. So yeah, those are the main big plans for the next several months. I have some crazy build projects in 7 days too that are also going to take several months. You guys are going to see a lot of mega builds, easily going to be hundreds and hundreds of hours of building. And I will be starting my Fallout 4 Let's Play officially in April, once everything is calmed down and I've kind of got a rhythm going. And I know that sounds like a lot to tackle, especially with the way I have been over the last year or so with posting. But I promise you all, I'm going to have so much free time on my hands when I don't work a full-time job that it's going to be ridiculous. And I'm going to be putting my heart and soul into this channel and really trying to grow it as best as I can. If it works out, awesome. If it doesn't, I'll figure it out. Life's a mystery, and I'm just along for the ride. Trying to change my attitude on how I think about it. I need to kill some of these cows. So many. I finally got my skeleton key repaired, and I went mining for a ton of netherite. I'll show that clip here. I'm just gonna make it really fast because it was with my old monitor, so it's not ultra-wide footage. But that's how I crafted my new armor, which is like completely maxed out netherite with redstone trims. And I used the rib armor trim for all of them, and I really like this armor. It looks so good. But I'll roll that clip now. Okay. 4. Oh, yes. Oh boy. Alright, here's my new armor set. Dark Crown, Ancient Cloak, Dark Greaves, and Shadow Walkers. Looks awesome. This armor's really good, and I shouldn't have any trouble killing the Wither. But keep in mind, the Wither is still one of the easiest bosses in the game because of my mods. I will be fighting modded bosses in the next couple months too. The Netherite Monstrosity is one that's on my radar. He is right outside my Nether portal, well, my current Nether portal. I need to make a new Nether portal room too. Okay, yeah, so this is taking entirely too long. So I definitely need to kill the wither and get the beacon going before I start digging out any more mass amounts of blocks. What? There's a freaking rainbow! Dude. What the heck? Oh my god, that looks so cool. Look at that! That's awesome! But okay, here we go. This is a big moment right here. I'll take the 3 wither skulls. We'll go get some soul sand. Alright, we've got the materials. Now I know exactly where I want to fight him. I'm gonna go to the Goblin Hotel. Oh yeah, that's another build. I didn't even talk about this. The Goblin Hotel. This is another build I'm gonna be working on. So I'm gonna be making this entire flat area here. Basically, I'm gonna wall it off so they can't leave and get killed or anything. But I'm going to basically make them their own little kind of like resort here. In this flat area, they'll have like a pool, a mining area, like a little bar where they can, I guess, get food and drinks. And then I'm gonna be digging out a lot of rooms in this area here, and basically be putting goblins for trades. And I want to add some lore here, where they basically go to the Nether, and that's how they become the lava goblins. But this right now, this is Hilario's Haven. Hey, come back here. Yeah, this is his little room. I think I showed this in a previous episode when I was building it. But I want to build lots of rooms like that with lots of goblin traders, and dude, I'm gonna have so much ore, it's gonna be ridiculous. But I came here because I want to fight the wither up above here. Definitely don't want to ruin their little place. I'm gonna go in this cave right here where I've done a lot of farming for mob loot, music discs, so many different things. But I'm just gonna build it right in the middle here. Oh shoot, I'm probably gonna get some of these goblins killed. Alright, so I'm just gonna build it right here. I'm kinda nervous. I know I don't need to be, but oh boy. He is one of the easiest bosses in the game now. The wither effect doesn't even hurt me. This is super underwhelming. Oh well. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that went way faster than I thought it would. But it is okay. I have so many more deadly bosses to come after this, so... Yeah, made light work of the wither real quick. That bow is broken. And apparently I got a nether star shard. This is from progressive bosses. So the wither and the ender dragon are the only 2 bosses. Since they're the vanilla bosses, they're the 2 bosses that get harder every time I fight them. Through the progressive bosses mod. So they're going to get harder and harder every single time I fight them. And the wither I'll be fighting a lot because he's very useful. Every single time I get another star, I get another beacon, and I'm going to need several of those. The ender dragon, I have the ender trigon mod, so he's the 3-headed dragon. He's a lot more powerful the first time around, and he still gets harder every single time I beat him. So that's really, really cool. I don't know what this thing does though, so I'm going to have to learn about it. But I'm going to put it in my pack for now. So he gave me an ancient debris, which is nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and craft this beacon. Awesome. And I think I've placed enough iron blocks for it to be a fully powered one. Alright, I dug out a 1x1. Here we go. Officially time to place my first beacon. Oh my gosh. Alright, and of course we're gonna color it red. I wonder if mosaic glass will even work. Yeah, I've been crafting a ton of this stuff. Yep. God, that's pretty. Look at that. Alright, so I'm gonna power it up with haste. I'm gonna use this emerald that I got. go. Haste 1. Can I get haste 2? Okay, so I still need a few more blocks to be able to get the haste 2 boost. So I'm gonna go smelt all the iron I can find around my base and hope that it's enough. When I say smelt, I mean trade with goblins. Oh boy. Remember when I was scared of these things? God, they used to suck. Golly, look at all these spiders! And creepers. Alright, I'd say that's about enough iron. Whew, that was close. Okay, so now we can get haste 2. Haste 2. Okay, I'm gonna put another portal right here for now, because I really just need a way to get to the nether. And I've disabled the ability to travel between dimensions with warp or waystones. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Just need to find a lava goblin. And to trade for this ancient debris. Over there is where we will fight the nether monstrosity. I'm not gonna get too close though, because just getting close enough will make him spawn. I'll take it. I wish I could take one of these guys back. God, he jumped up to me. Bone serpent tooth. What this does either. Are you freaking kidding me? There's one right here at the portal now. Just because I left and came back. Well, it's good for next time, I guess. Alright, that's all I can make. Yeah, this armor's gonna be terrible to repair. I'm gonna switch this out just for a little bit, actually. So I can run faster and not break my netherite. This needs repaired too, dang. I'll repair it with bones. Even though it's wither skeleton armor. So I'm about to find out. Yep, I do. Now watch this. It's amazing. It's gonna make this. I should have done this from the beginning. Oh my god. It would have saved me hours of mining. Oh! Look at that! This is a good shader, but it's just like, it's inconsistent. Oh, this looks so good! Oh! Whoa! Holy crap. Okay, now this is like exact. Oh, dude, this is what I wanted it to look like. Holy crap, dude. Cheddar loved security cameras. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. All right then. Okay, so I had no idea that you could edit the settings for shader packs. Like, I had no idea this was even a thing. And it has drastically improved the ambiance in pretty much every single section. So the workshop, I'm gonna go and do before and after shots of several different areas just to show you what I mean. So this is obviously after. I have, so shader pack settings, apparently it was set to high. So this was before. And don't get me wrong, this looks very vanilla to me. I actually like this a lot. Here's the workshop. And here is the enchantment well. To show you the drastic difference, I feel like this is the perfect place to show it. It's called Advanced Color Tracing. Turn it up to the same as my shadow distance and then put world space reflections on. Does that. It basically just adds color and kind of like a little space around every light with said color. Now, these are modded lights, so they have basic torch light, or at least some of them do. These actually give off the same thing that soul lights do, and they're blue. This even looks different. Love this. I never really showed this off much, but yeah. This looks slightly different. It just feels more cozy to me, and I really, really like it. I also, I dimmed all light from every single light source by 75%, so it's a quarter of what it normally would be. And I feel like it actually helped a lot. I really like the way this looks. And then like soul, look at this, soul campfires, like they actually like glow blue. And before, looked like this. It's just very bare bones, and it does look good, and it's also a little darker, which I'm a fan of. This is just so much better. I forgot that I hadn't shown this either. Yeah, I added books all the way around. I was trying to go for like a Pokemon Black Elite 4 type thing. I kind of want to add some candles around here too, mixed in with the books, but I still have to make the staircase spiral and go all the way up and around. So, and I like this. I like how dark this is, but I also wanted the blue light to really show in here. And right now it just looks like a bunch of stars that give off almost no light. It's just so much more vibrant, and I just love it. The things that I personally changed myself, aside from the ultra profile, was I added the color light to 16 chunks and raised my shadow distance. I made the lights dimmer, and I made ore glow about half as much because it was too glowy. I might still go through and add and change some more things like fog or stuff like that, but as of right now, I'm very happy with it. The only other change that I can think of that I made myself was whenever rain falls, I made the ground like glossy and shiny. I don't like it on grass, but unfortunately it's just on everything. I really love it on stone though. It makes a lot of sense and it looks really good when it rains. But yeah, let me not ignore the elephant in the room anymore. I finished the middle tower, or at least the walls of it. And then I went through and I placed armor stands with bone armor and wither armor all the way around on both sides. And they're black and white because I did a yin-yang design. This was a nightmare. It took me like an hour and it's still not perfect. I can't really get it perfect with the size that this place is. It would need to be bigger for it to look more perfect. But I have a warp plate that takes me down to where the Dracula Cathedral entrance will be. I did start making this room, and I started adding stairs into a lot of these walls. I actually plan on going through a lot of these rooms and doing the same thing. I feel like it just adds a lot of detail, and it makes it not look so just Minecraft blocky and bland, because it like just a square build is just super boring. This is the entrance. This will be the new official entrance. I have so much to dig out, basically an entire mountain. But I like this a lot. I used stone tile. It's a modded block. Put my banners, little statues with ender pearls, and the reinforced torches. I really, really like the way this turned out. I have this up right now as makeshift scaffolding because I'm trying to go through and decide where I want stairs instead of full blocks. Then I did the pathway. This is obviously this is stone tile. A lot of these blocks come from different mods. Like this is Cataclysm, and this is from McCall's Lights and Lamps. This is from Supplementaries. So is this. But I used stone tiles on the white sides to make white platforms, or white pathways. And then I'm using the deep slate to make the black pathways. And I actually really look at it on the map. It looks so good on the map. It's awesome. I did go and change all the dirt pathways. I think I'm going to have black pathways going off to things that'll be in the north and west areas. And then I'll have light pathways going to the south and east areas. But I am very pleased with how this turned out. I actually really love it. It's such a vibe, especially at night. Need to get rid of a lot of this sugarcane though and start moving my farms in different places. I have a lot of work to do still, and I just don't know what I want to work on because I have so many different things to do. Yeah, over here I added graves for Kip and Leonardo, the 2 goblins that died. Dwayne, which was the villager that I had back at my old cave base, who died during that first raid we did. I think that was back on like episode 6. And also, I officially have quit my job. I quit my job on the 27th, so I have a ton of free time. So be expecting videos to be posted somewhat frequently. I'm not gonna like make any promises of like making a ton of videos a week. Right now my goal is 2, but that's just to start with. Hopefully after the first month of getting in the groove of things, I can start doing like maybe 3 or 4. But again, no promises. But I will definitely have a lot more content coming out versus before, because this is basically going to be my full-time job now, except it's non-profit. I will be setting up donation things soon, and a streaming platform that I'll be streaming games that, not my Let's Play series, but games that are streamable. And I'll set up ways to become members, or I've never streamed before, so I'm not too well versed into it, but hopefully that will come with some revenue. But anyways, I don't want to rant anymore. I'm going to go and try to do something. Dude, I know that would be sick biome to live in. It really would. I do want to like bring this over here. Actually. So... Oh my god. I just burned so many levels. About 4.5 books of full level 30 XP tomes, because I had it set to where I could take out 1 level at a time, and that basically gave me infinite XP. So I burned so many points, probably about 20, almost 20,000 points. Now all I have left are these 3 level 30 books up here. These are all empty, and then this one is almost full. And I basically burned a whole bookshelf worth almost of these, just so that I can be a little bit more balanced going forward. Feel the same way about the amount of emeralds that I have, to be honest with you. I know this is crazy. I know. Since I cheesed getting most of these emeralds by just trading cheese or cream cheese and cake crap to villagers over and over on a rotation, oh god. I'm gonna burn 2. I won't burn 3. It's still crazy though. Alright, hopefully that nerfed me a little bit. Well, I was trying to get a lot more building done before I ended the episode, but there's just so much to do, and I'm running out of material, and I'm gonna have to do it in a later time, because it's a lot of work. But I've started adding the roof on here. It took a while to get the math to be right, because I need it to match up perfectly, and I actually have to lower this room by 1 block to be flush with this top floor's flooring. So that took a minute, but I've got most of the blackstone placed now. I just need a few more slabs. I got the stairs placed and the accents of the deep slate placed. But I really need to go through all the rest of these rooms and do all of these little fine details and add roofs. And then I need to actually come up with roof designs for all of the actual top parts so that they're not just flat. I had that picture or whatever from my test world way back in the day that I wanted to do, and I wanted to go to the end to get per blocks, but I actually don't think I want to do per anymore. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, I've got a lot of work to do just on the rooms I've already built. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, take care.